We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Motion man is Rice. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
Thanks. You see me right up?
Intercepted.
You see me right up.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On the ground, they'll go with Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to White. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll run with White. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch out!
They'll try to run with White.
He
will
that
take
box.
this one across into the end zone. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
I know you've seen me right there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set
I
up
experience
in great
network
field
issues
position
and shit.
inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean,
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Tua to open with a throw. He's going to air one out right away. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie, here's Devon Achane. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
In motion, it's Waddle. They're going to go. It's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Let's go.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Real.
Right back to Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a third down and 4. Off the play fake. It's first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to try it here again. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. From the gun, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle.
Oh, that's a good break.
This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They are going for it. It's Tagovailoa. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
On the handoff, this is Achane. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. A play fake. Now Tua to throw.
Oh, that's me.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. A shotgun snap for Tua.
Here.
Taken in by Achane. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting this score.
Oh, trying to keep the play alive.
You see him right there? Hey, get up. Oh, good cap.
So this was a great stress test for this
You're not
defense.
seeing it right there.
Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Hey, award 33.
On play action, Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Putting the tight end in motion.
Regular, regular, regular. Run, run, run. Real, real, real. What's that?
On 4th down, Mayfield.
Oh, yes, sir. He burned.
That is brought in.
Take that.
He is in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Kings, Kings, Kings. That.
Mayfield to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Tungo Vailoa.
Thank you. Oh, really pick that?
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tua. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
Thank
That
you.
one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense
You go to top of this shit for real.
Into space.
You will go to top of this bitch, man.
And he's going to take this
Fuck house made out, man.
away.
You
82 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On the return, Malik Washington. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Devon Achane. Devon Achane. And he will go all the way.
Celebrating hard spot.
Incredible run.
Possession.
70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Regular. Done.
On first and 10, here's
We'll
Baker.
be able to top off this bitch, dog.
And he's got Palmer. It's
We'll
complete.
be able to top straight off this bitch, dog. That's the fuck house made out, man.
Into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about.
Even up the scope.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Washington now to return it, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's caught downfield by Smith. On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
That's a pig.
Sending it
Fuck
deep
this thing.
for
Oh,
Waddle.
good shit.
That is caught. What a
Good
throw.
shit.
Jalen
Good
Waddle.
shit.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Regular, regular, regular! What's up?
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Run. Done.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. And try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's
That's
out.
crazy.
It's picked up by the Dolphins.
It's all good.
We
Make it
hear that
interesting.
term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, But if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Achane. And he will dive into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He'll start at the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Here comes Otton in motion. Baker going to hand it to White. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And he scores. Chris Godwin. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on
waving hand.
Good, SpongeBob. And the Kenny Bottle, we give our heart to you. It's faithful, it's deep, as true as blue. With Kenny Bottom, we love you. SpongeBob, man, it's good.
On the ground is Achane. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Good time.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa.
Good choice. Break up.
He's
Oh, break that up.
back downfield, and it's complete.
All right, let's go. All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's a give to Achane.
Well,
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Hit the nigga, man.
From the gun, here's Tua.
That's big. Oh,
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. A shotgun snap for Tua.
Oh, good break up.
That is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. They'll try it now.
Oh, we're not doing that one, though. We're not doing that one, my boy. Let's go, GG's.
With a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. As he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart, just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's
good shit.
Oh, they got the turnover.
Good shit play over the top.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And he's going to be brought down.
Shit, make it interesting.
A turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
He's not doing his running shit, that's for sure.
Here's Mostert. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Mostert.
Right here.
It looked like he had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in. It'll be 2nd down. One more time with Mostert. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
I put this motherfucker, man.
Stop with an even 20 seconds to go. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll run.
Yeah, get that Mostert. No, sir.
And he will not get in the defense.
Standing
their ground, pushing them back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Man, it's a pick right here. Man, it's a pick. GG's right here.
44, ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
They'll drop to throw.
Thank you. Like I said, pick GG's.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaq Barrett.
Pick GG's, man.
File this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Going up top for Evans. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout.
It's not over.
Tight end going in motion here.
Hey, alert 33. Kings. Attack.
On first down is Mayfield.
Again,
working deep
it's not over.
downfield.
It is not over, man. GG's. Walk-off touchdown.
They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good, set.
Smith will come in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's a move.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Eluding the pressure right.
We're getting this. It's a pig. What you were thinking about?
Sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hello? Hey. Doing all right. What's up?
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Point it right.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I had already talked to him. I had already talked to Granddad
Now problems right out of the gate.
yesterday. Anyways, I'll probably gonna get over there tomorrow.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Show it. And that's how the rest of it.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Okay.
Hey, alert.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be straight by it because I got pretty much everything out of here. Just like a few big things.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, up. Alert, 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 alert.
Back on your ass.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2.
Oh,
This one
he just catch the
incomplete.
motherfucking
So
ball,
they went for the
dude.
2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and
That's
see what the
the
data
ball,
tells
dude.
us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it when you break that up? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Like the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Open man. Now,
give me that ball. Give me that fucking ball. Thank you. Oh, come here. Hey, I got to clip that. That shit was hard.
Coming up at halftime and a little
less than 2 minutes.
Send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Good. That was hard, bro.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick throw to Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Right a second.
34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Let's go. Good. Break that up.
It's Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Stuff again.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
What?
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Yes.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Like that. Oh, God.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Had
his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Barkley inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right.
An
off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's go, man. Big defense.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Yes.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, some strong running. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
from the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
Oh,
the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Regular. Run. Real.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Alert.
They run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets
that was man giving me that other one back.
Teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They go play action. Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Thank you, bro.
That is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Appreciate y'all giving me the same shit y'all gave them.
So the ball's moved to about the
Give
1
me the
after
same
the
shit they
penalty.
gave you.
First
So.
and goal. Mayfield now.
Go to that.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. White diving for the end zone, and he is in for a touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Alert.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's me.
Hurts going to move him around.
Whiskey.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's up to the 47.
Take a lot more than that.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right.
This is intercepted,
GG.
and that should do it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Say that.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Evans has it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown.
One of the selling points of the in route is he gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Touchdown.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. As he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll buy some time right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
You take it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half.
Scoring shit, bro.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Ford Field. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He's going to test this secondary right
That's
away.
a fucking pig. Thank you.
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted.
Where we
That's
going?
the safety,
Oh, we
Jordan
fucking gone.
Whitehead. And he's going to give his
Yeah, I think
offense
so,
a
too.
short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
15 yards through the air. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls
That good.
incomplete.
Probably H2 on that.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield.
Oh my goodness.
That's over the
That's
middle.
crazy. I pressed the
Intercepted.
button.
That's the linebacker, Alex
Don't slip
Anzalone.
like that, bro.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
We'll break up.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, Gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing here is Goff.
Oh, that's big.
He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit. From the gun, it's Goff.
Thank you. Oh my God, these niggas dropping picks.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran linebacker, Shaq Barrett, in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Patrick motioning here. From the gun on 3rd down. It's gone.
I would go to
that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
I was put it on you. I would just go for it.
To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
No special.
To throw is Mayfield. Open man down.
No special.
That's Godwin.
Both my shoes.
And he will dive
Fuck out, slow down.
into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I hope not know about that song, man.
Mayfield to the line. The Bucks will try for 2.
Come on, man. It was me.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's not.
And
Drop.
that is incomplete. See if that comes back to bite them a bit later on in this one. As for now, it remains a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Patrick motioning here. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
On 2nd down, Goff.
Oh, great choice.
Got a man open. It's Patrick. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. We are through 1. The Bucks have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Show
Break
right
the
here.
huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man,
Brady
it's
Smith.
Jameson Williams.
All about this song, man.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Robert Brown, so we talk that motherfucker up.
Pitch to Montgomery.
Reverse left.
And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, Goff.
Big, oh, big,
Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Patrick motioning here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He runs with it.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary. But then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short. But not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. On play action, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete.
That's a trying
to fit that one into Mike Evans. 3rd down coming up.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out.
It ends up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ifosu Melifonwu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10.
He's just going to kick that.
On the field, he's got St. Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Goodness.
He's going to be marked down at the
Man, don't be
12-yard
bad
line.
for the boat.
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's see everything.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff.
Ridiculous.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on.
And
Nobody.
he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
Oh, you didn't see
Now
that.
here's another ball that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. Yeah. Second down and 3. Baker going to hand it to White. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. They go play action with Mayfield. Going up top for Evans.
Oh,
And for
he
the
didn't go up
4th
for
time
that.
today, he has been intercepted.
That's
Picked up by
crazy.
Amik Robertson. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Went through his hands.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He'll let this
Speed,
one go
do it back.
long.
Oh, nobody there?
To the
Good
goal
boy.
line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Let's put this backside.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield.
Blocked it.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Mayfield. As he throws, it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He'll
There you
air
go.
one out for
Just throw the
Palmer.
ball, man. Throw it right
For
there.
the 5th time, he is intercepted.
Damn. Do it the way they can catch it.
His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing, Goff.
That's it.
This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it
That's
on
it.
in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Ifotu Melifonwu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And that'll be incomplete. How about that call? A fake field goal, but it doesn't come off as planned.
I think there's a lot of elements of that last play, Mike, that are in competition for the worst part of the play. I think it could either be the decision, the play design, or just the overall execution. And needless to say, I think that fake is going to be thrown in the garbage.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's so he needs to jump to get the ball. Man.